Welcome to Scientists and Cars, talking about brain illness, where we find humor and resilience in the toughest topics. I'm Katherine Nichols. Our guest today is behavioral neurologist Tiffany Chow. And special thanks to Jerry Seinfeld and James Corden for the inspiration.
Starting easy here because Tiffany's a musician. She's pretty cool. She sings, she plays the ukulele, she plays the piano, she speaks lots of languages, she's a Renaissance woman. I want to talk to you about dementia,
Okay.
right? Lots of people think it's an illness in and of itself.
Okay.
Can you clear that up for us? It's really not an illness.
It is not technically an illness because an illness usually has one clear etiology.
It's a series of symptoms,
It's
right?
a series of symptoms that don't always start the same way. So, depending on the cause of your dementia, you may or may not start with memory loss. So, most people are familiar with Alzheimer's disease, and they equate that with dementia, which holds true for most late onset cases. But there are lots of other causes of dementia. There are 7 cognitive domains. If you have a ding in any two of the 7 or more that affects your ability to function at your usual level independently, then we call that dementia. So Alzheimer's disease, you're missing memory, you might have some difficulty with calculations, you have difficulty finding the right word. If you are still able to function independently, you don't have Alzheimer's disease dementia, you might have something we call mild cognitive impairment. If you have vascular dementia affecting 2 or more cognitive domains, but not due to Alzheimer's disease, due instead to strokes that have happened over time, then your symptoms, the number of cognitive domains, will depend on where the strokes have happened. So you will note, during this video, there will be no road rage displayed.
Well, I'm not guaranteeing that.
Someday we'll find it. Someday we'll find it.
It's okay, she saves lives.
So in Alzheimer's disease, a lot of people at this point in history have heard about plaques and tangles, and those are made out of abnormal amyloid and abnormal tau. In frontotemporal dementia, there's a lot of cases that have abnormal tau, but not a different type of tau accumulation than in Alzheimer's disease. And then they also...
I thought tau was all the same.
No. Oh, so there's
TAU
4R tau and 3R tau, and the ratio of these things to one another
And I
is
thought
more
neurology was so simple.
So did I.
Hey, Corden, I think your job is safe.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? FTD, we thought a lot of the cases, the majority of the cases, were going to have abnormal tau, but it turns out in the last 10 years we understand that there's something called TDP43, which accounts for more cases of FTD, frontotemporal dementia, than does the abnormal tau. Lewy bodies are these globs of alpha-synuclein. So,
But how did they get there?
how did they get there?
Yeah, how did they-
That's the gazillion-dollar question.
To the Lewy body dementia.
Uh-huh.
Close to my heart because my father died from it. And I remember when Robin Williams' family came out and talked about the fact that this
Very
is...
brave.
Yes, very brave.
That's so helpful.
So helpful to put it out there and raise awareness about the disease.
It's been fair to make the diagnosis of Parkinson's disease if the first symptoms were slowing down of movements, a ratchety type of tremor, difficulty with balance or with gait. Turning your body would be the bradykinesia. But you also weirdly have this sort of is technically hyperkinesia, which is the resting tremor.
Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
You know what I think of when I think of that song?
What?
I think of you dancing hula, and I think of you finding a cure.
Oh, Thanks for your good driving.
Scientists in cars talking about brain illness. I'm Catherine Nichols. I ask a lot of questions.
I'm Tiffany Chow. I try to generate answers that are true.